Hey guys, it's Scott from Let's Play Easy Mode, and today we're going to be jumping back in, perhaps for the very last time, to Half-Life 2. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you're new here, then welcome to the channel, and if you're a regular, then welcome back. This is it. We are jumping back into the world of Half-Life 2. Perhaps, well, I'm pretty sure it is for the very last time. Today we are going to be jumping into the chapter T-1. In our previous playthrough, we just had that gigantic, actually very difficult, boss battle against all those Striders. We had the gravity gun, and we had to suck up those white bomb balls, and we had to shoot them and get them to stick to the Striders, and then we had to shoot them with just a regular gun, and we died a few times trying it. This is called Let's Play Easy Mode, and we've been playing this game on Easy Mode. But that boss battle, I can't even imagine how difficult that would be on any other difficulty level. But we did it, and we got back together with Alex, and now we are getting ready to start a level called T-1. And Dr. Kleiner has a rocket that needs to get sent off, and I believe we're sending the rocket. Are we sending it into the super portal that's over City 17? I'm trying to remember exactly what we're doing here. I mean, it'll just take 2 seconds to figure it out once we get back in. But guys, I'm super excited. It has been a long journey, and it blows my mind. And I'm even getting a little sentimental about it, because it blows my mind to think we've been doing this channel now for about 4 months. I believe it was early March when I started Let's Play Easy Mode, and I started it based on just kind of this whimsical suggestion of my friend Kurt. Kurt was the one who mentioned that he would like to see me play Half-Life 2. I mean, Kurt's been trying to get me to play Half-Life 2 for 10 or 15 years now, and it's the one game that I knew was huge. I knew everybody loved it, and I knew that if I ever wanted to really call myself a lifelong serious gamer, eventually I'm gonna have to pick this title up. And I started playing it. I've owned Orange Box forever, and I've just never done anything besides Portal. And I played Half-Life 2 with you guys, and it has been honestly one of the funnest things I've ever done, and I'm so glad I started this channel. And now I'm getting really serious about this channel, and it blows my mind when I think how far we've come in just a short amount of time. We started the channel 4 months ago. We're finally getting ready to complete Half-Life 2, so this will be our first game completion on the channel, and it makes me kind of laugh when I think when I first started this, guys, I lived in a different place. I lived in a small apartment, and I didn't even have the right kind of equipment. I didn't have a video card. I had to capture all of the gameplay by broadcasting from my Xbox to Twitch, and then trying to download the video from Twitch so that I could then edit it. And I was doing all of my intros and outros on the videos with a Canon G7X camera that you can't plug into a computer, and I can't, plug an exterior mic into it. So I would almost go vlog style with the early videos, which was fine. And then I would have to play with my headset. Some of you guys may remember I didn't have a mic like this. I had to work with just a little headset, multiplayer, headphone mic. And it was humble beginnings. Still kind of is. I mean, guys, we're only 4 months into this channel, and it's kind of funny. We've got a couple patrons now on Patreon, and that is kind of helping to pay for things as we go along. And now I'm in a new place. You remember when I first started this channel? I think it was the very first video. I said, look, I'm not one of those gamers that has a cool setup with lights behind me and all of this stuff. And now, look at this. I got blue lights on tonight. We're doing blue. But guys, I'm so excited from just the journey that we started with to where we are now and to where we're going to be going with this. I love doing this channel, and I can't thank you guys enough for being with me on this journey. Even just you guys who have been with me through Half-Life 2. And I hope that when we're done with Half-Life 2, I hope you guys will continue to be on this journey with me as I just go and play some classic games that I've never played before, and a few new ones along the way as well. Now, on the last video, I did make mention the announcement that after we're done with Half-Life 2, I am not leaving the Half-Life universe, but instead I've decided to download and play the Black Mesa remaster of Half-Life 1, because I just don't want to say goodbye to these characters, and you guys have told me that I will see a lot of these characters in the first game, and you know, I keep hearing about what happened in Black Mesa. I think it's time to go in prequel style. It's almost like, you know, I'm watching 4, 5, and 6 of Star Wars, and now going to be going into 1, 2, and 3. I know for most of you guys, you played Half-Life 1, then Half-Life 2, and some of you have even been a little critical of me for playing Half-Life 2 first. But now I'm kind of anxious to go in and see exactly what happened in the early days of this universe. But anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you. I'll quit rambling, and we'll go ahead and jump into T-1. But before we do, I just want to draw your attention to the Patreon page. I just mentioned it a couple of minutes ago. If you want to dive deep with me on this journey, there is some stuff in it for you guys. You can go to this link right here, the Patreon link, and by signing up to join the Patreon community, not only will you be financially helping to support this channel as we continue to try to make it better, but also you're going to be taking advantage of things like exclusive content, because there's some games over there that I'm playing right now that are not on YouTube, and I'm keeping them just there for the patrons. And also there's early release content. All the videos that you see here on YouTube go there first. You can also vote on polls, and you get free merchandise for like up to a year, depending on the tier that you sign up for. And you get shout outs in the videos, and there's all these little perks over there. So make sure to check that out. Guys, here we go. I'm ready for this. I'm psyching myself up. I don't even know if this is gonna be a long, like, action kind of chapter, because I feel like I've already done the big end game boss fight with those Striders, so I have no idea you know, what to expect with T-1. But let's go ahead and see the ending of Half-Life 2, and then we'll come back and we will talk about kind of my final review and thoughts of the game. All right, guys, let's dive in to Half-Life 2. Okay, guys, we are getting ready to jump back in, probably for the last time, into Half-Life 2. Let's pick it up where we left off. We just took out all of those Striders, and now we've gone back into this building, and now we're going to be starting the chapter T-1. Let's do this.
Okay, but Dr. Magnuson sure will be in time to stop it.
Complete. Tracking beacon. Oh, there's another bit of cruft we can ignore. Support equipment power down. Hold on a moment, Kleiner.
This guy.
Ah, Freeman. Well,
Are we on
I see
good
the
terms
Magnuson
now?
Device performed flawlessly. I feel compelled to thank you personally for saving my rocket. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that's enough chit-chat. I've got a rocket to launch.
Wow. For a minute there, I thought you were gonna get a hug.
Check.
Let's go to the control room. We can get a great view of the launch from there.
All right.
Flight termination system check links with backup range safety sites?
Oh, that must be an ancient entry. There are no backup sites. If we fail, the best we can hope is that the rocket falls on the enemy. Now, inertial navigation systems. Safety test of FTS.
Completed, of course.
Ground and high altitude winds.
Well, the precision of those readings is not to my liking, but we'll have to make do with what we have.
Guidance computer voltages and currents.
Reporting normal.
FTS switched over to internal power.
Naturally, some time ago.
And armed?
Of course.
Don't ever say of course. We can't take anything for granted.
No. Of course not.
No. Avionics to internal power.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's as much of that conversation as we're gonna get. Yo, what's up, girl? Daddy wants us to have some grandbabies.
Well, here we are again.
Yep. All of a sudden, Aerosmith starts playing Love in an Elevator.
While you were out having fun, I found an old helicopter that I was able to get working. I've got it all packed up and ready to go. Never a dull moment, huh?
Wait a moment. I'm seeing a payload anomaly of approximately 8.5 pounds.
Well, that's within tolerance. Certainly not worth
We're
scuttling.
back.
At last.
Ah, Gordon. Hell of a job you did out there, son.
Let's not forget that with the Magnuson device, those Striders practically destroy themselves.
Yes. Well, I think perhaps Gordon had something to do with their success.
Thank
I suggest
you.
we adjourn this meeting of the Mutual Admiration Society until after we have launched our rocket. Now, I believe we're ready to start the auto sequence.
I believe Gordon should have the honor.
You'll hear no objection from me.
All right.
It's all yours, Gordon.
Well, I feel like I need to give a speech before I hit the button, you know, like I'd like to thank all of you
It's all
for
yours, Gordon.
for your help. I'd like to thank all of you for your support in my endeavors to save the world. No thanks to you over there.
Just launch the damn thing.
Okay, fine.
Silo doors open. Stations, everyone.
Hey, there's
Main
that
thrusters.
symbol again.
Steady on.
T-minus 10. 9,
All right.
8, 7,
There's our hula girl.
5,
Steady.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, here we go.
We did it!
We sure did.
Control myself.
Yes!
Fantastic.
Deep breath. Deep breath.
Nice.
Now it is still too early to celebrate. We need to reach altitude and transmit the signal.
Too right. The clock is ticking.
We couldn't have cut it any closer if that was our intention.
It is going to work, right?
It has to.
Once the rocket is in range of the portal, we'll be able to switch on the xenium resonator.
Well, let's get outside. I'd like a better view of the fireworks.
There should be quite a show. Regrettably, I can't come out with you. Magnuson and I will need to keep a close eye on the rocket's trajectory.
Aren't you
Okay.
going to see us off?
Just as soon as this is wrapped up, I wouldn't dream of letting you go without a proper goodbye.
Okay, I'll hold you to that. You too, Dr. Magnuson.
Indeed.
Here we go.
I'll catch up with you in a moment, sweetheart. Gordon, hold up a
Dog,
second.
there you are.
Oh, he's gonna give me
more I
the
think about
talk.
that warning from our friend, the more I'm convinced it has to do with Borealis. Don't be deceived. That ship must never be used. You have got to destroy it,
Okay.
whatever the cost.
Where are you two? You're going to miss it.
Be right there, Alex. Gordon, thanks for everything you've done for Alex, for all of us. I couldn't be prouder if you were my own son. Now, when you get back, we've got a lot to talk about.
Come on.
That must be where I get the talk. Hey, Doug.
Alex!
Dear God, this has to work.
I'm gonna go stand over here by
Activated
Alex.
the resonator. This is it.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
We did it. We did it, Gordon.
We sure as hell did, and not a moment too soon.
I'll bet the Combine aren't too happy right now.
You got that right, sweetheart. But we've got plenty to celebrate. I wish you didn't have to head off so soon. If only it weren't so critical.
It's okay, Dad. We'll find Judith and bring her back.
Dog? Hey, where are you? What a nut. Don't go too far.
I feel like it's the back end of that train again. Like something really good just happened, and now like at the end of episode 1's DLC, And I feel like now, like, oh man, all the crap's gonna hit the fan again. I mean, I hope not.
Well, there she is. Gassed up and ready to go.
Remember to keep in constant contact. We have no idea what to expect.
Don't worry, Dad. We'll be all right.
I just wish all this didn't have to fall on you, Alex. Your mother would be so proud.
Dad. Come on, Gordon. The chopper's waiting for us.
Let's go.
Are you sure you have everything you need?
I think so. Dr. Kleiner gave us the Borealis coordinates. We'll keep the hailing frequency open on the chopper radio in case Judith tries to reach us again.
Good idea. She could well make another attempt.
Dad!
What?
Gordon!
What? Oh no, I knew it was too good to be true. Oh no, Dr. Eli, okay.
Alex!
What in the world? Oh, this is that thing! The combine thing. What's it called? Begins with an A. Oh no. No, 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 no! No, no, no! No, 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 not Dr. Eli! Oh no.
Oh my God!
Come on, come on, come on.
Close your eyes, honey.
I love
No.
you, Dad!
Don't look.
No! Oh my God! No! No! Gordon!
That's it, dog. You get him. That's it.
Dad! Oh God! Dad! Dad! Dad, please! Dad! Oh my God! No! No! Oh my God!
If the credits roll now, I riot.
Don't leave me.
There were times I wondered if he was gonna die in this series. All right, let's talk about this. I'm trying to articulate my thoughts and process what I just saw. Great ending. If we had a Half-Life 3, I get it. I get it now. I love this game and I love these characters, and I found myself, I knew, I said it. It was like a false sense of security. It was like everything was too happy, and you know, you can always tell too, because Eli was really loving on Alex, and there was a sense as well in these conversations that he was having with us. There was this passing on of, you know, almost a stewardship of Alex in a way. Like, you're the man now, Gordon, who's gonna, you know, be there to take care of her, to help her out, you know. And there seemed to be this kind of acceptance from Dr. Eli of Gordon basically being Alex's other half. And, you know, so hello, I was right. Hallelujah. I was right about that part. But, you know, the whole thing about Eli dying at the end, there were times in the main campaign I kind of wondered if we were going to lose Dr. Eli. And it just always did my heart well to see that he and Kleiner made it through the end. But this felt like something was gonna happen, you know. It was like he was hugging her, and it was almost like everything that Eli said to Alex felt like famous last words. Like everything, and it kept giving me this sense of everything's just too perfect. And I actually thought, by the way they were talking, that we were getting ready to go right off and go do another mission. And we had to go catch up with Judith, right? And now that's not there, because when did this game come out? We've been waiting 20 years now? Like, how long has it been? I feel like I want to go in now and I want to learn more of the history, not just of the lore of the game, but I'd love to just see what it was like at the time when everybody was just waiting for Half-Life 3. And obviously, it kind of seems to me now like these episodic DLCs that were released, it certainly felt like there should have been an episode 3 to tie things up. Definitely at least an episode 3, because, you know, the episode 1 ended with a cliffhanger, and then this ended with, we still have work to do. And there was a sense of completion in it, you know, with what we've done so far, but we still had to keep moving forward. And I was just thinking of what the name of those slug-looking things were. They were the Combine Advisors that kept doing like the mind tricks when everything would go, you know. And they've killed Eli. My other question, though, is where are the Vortigaunts? Like, there are Vortigaunts in that lab. It was the Vortigaunts that helped heal Alex. So, I mean, if the story continues, can the Vortigaunts heal Eli as well? Is it possible? Because we almost lost Alex at the beginning of this DLC. You know, is it possible that they can heal her dad, or is he just too far gone? And will we ever know? Do I have to, you know, spend $4,000 to get a decent computer and, you know, a VR that will play Half-Life Alyx to find out? I don't have that kind of money, but you can sign up on Patreon if you want to help make that happen. So yeah, I apologize, guys, because I really wanted to hit the end of this video with a solid, good, kind of objective review of the game. And I'm still too, like, emotionally wrapped up in just being a player. You know, it was my first time playthrough. I didn't know what to expect. I've grown really attached to this game and to these characters. And now Dr. Eli is presumably dead. And now I'm left hanging. You know, it ended with the advisors killing Eli, and we still have work to do. And that's it. That's the end of the story. So, man, I'm with you. Hold signs up, picket in the street. Valve, we need Half-Life 3. Give us Portal 3, give us Half-Life 3, mix them together, I don't know. Because that's the other thing. We saw the Aperture logo, and what was the name of that ship? The Bohemia? What was it called? I can't remember now, oh my word. That Eli was talking about, and he said, at all costs, destroy that ship. And then he said, and when you're all done, come back and we'll have a talk. And I got the impression it was really mostly to do with the relationship with Alex. Well, here's what I'll say. I've been saying some of this stuff all along about the game. If I had to kind of end this with my feelings about Half-Life 2, I would place Half-Life 2 in my top 10 games of all time now. I see what you guys have been talking about. I understand why people go back and play it over and over and over again. I will be one of those people. I will probably at least once a year, just personally for myself, go back and enjoy, minimally once a year, go back and enjoy playing those levels again. The thing I really loved, I think the most about, besides the character development, and this is me saying it without even playing the first game, I really enjoyed the character development in Half-Life 2. I would say that one of the things I loved the most about this game was that every level I played, it never felt repetitive. It always felt like they came up with another like game mechanic to play with. Every level offered something new. And a lot of times each level kind of reminded me of its own game by itself. It mirrored other games I've played. And so recently, I don't know if you guys have played this game. Recently, my friend Kurt and I played through this multiplayer game, It Takes Two. And in that game, one of the things that they did really well in that game was making each level kind of its own reward to play. Like, you could jump in that game at any point and just replay certain levels because there was so much to discover and there was so much to learn and play and enjoy. Like, actually enjoy, not just feel like you're grinding or it's a chore to play, but you do it because you're having fun doing it. That's why I actually went back and played the Ravenholm level and did a replay of that so that I could experience the game mechanics that you guys were telling me about with the gravity gun and the saw blade and using my environment instead of ammo to take out the zombies and the head crabs. And so that's the one thing I will say about Half-Life 2 that I have grown to absolutely love. And I must applaud Valve for their work on it. Is just the replay value of this game is just top notch, so high. I can see why so many of you guys have said in the comments, this is my game. Kevin Lockwood, you're always in the comments saying, this is my game. And, you know, Scott, you know, you've been commenting, and I know you've got a lifelong relationship with this game as well. I look forward to more playthroughs with it. I would like to actually play it on PC and see what the mod community has done with it as well. But guys, I've got to give this one definitely 2 thumbs up. I don't know if I have a rating system yet on how I'm going to review these games, if it's a 10 out of 10. If I had to take the IGN system of doing a 1 out of 10 review, I would definitely kick this off by giving... I want to give this game a perfect 10, and the only thing holding me back from that is this feeling of incompletion. The only reason I wouldn't give this a 10 would be that it never got another part to it, an Episode 3 or a Half-Life 3. But you know what? I think I would give it a strong 9.5. And that's big coming from me because I'm not a huge fan of some of the older gaming mechanics. I admit that as games have developed, I've really grown to like kind of the modern first-person shooter controls and different, you know, some of the modern driving dynamics or mechanics that you see in modern games. It was a little disarming trying to control the cars in this game sometimes by just using the stick to excel. I would have liked to have used like the right trigger and things like that, but that's all petty stuff. You know, that's really not that big of a deal. Man, I almost want to say a perfect 10 on this game. I really do. I mean, Half-Life 2 is... I got to think on this, but definitely at least a 9.5. If not a perfect 10. You give me part 3, then it might make it a perfect 10. I guess I need to play Half-Life Alyx. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to play Half-Life 1. Because that I can afford. I've already downloaded it. I downloaded the Black Mesa remaster of the game based on your opinion. Because you guys told me that was a little more like Half-Life 2 in the graphics and the game mechanics. It felt a little more modern than the first game. So I'm really looking forward to jumping back into that and trying Black Mesa. I'm not planning on leaving the Half-Life universe anytime soon, and I do eventually want to check out Half-Life Alyx as well. So I don't know what VR is going to be like on this channel, what it's going to be like for you guys watching it. Hopefully it's not too disorienting. Hopefully I don't find it too disorienting. I do enjoy VR games though. But anyway, guys, I have rambled a long time about this, but you know, we've been playing this game for 4 months. We've come a long ways, and I really just wanted to have a conversation about it. I love the game mechanics. I loved the graphics, actually. I couldn't believe, like, even as old as the game was, and maybe there was a little bit of upscaling on the Xbox Series X, but man, it really looked good. And I love the characters. I recognized a lot of the voices in this game as famous actors or voice actors I've heard in other video games, which was really cool. I haven't looked it up yet. I've been wondering if Dr. Kleiner is actually the same guy who did Morden Solus. At the time of doing this video, I haven't actually released the previous video yet for Half-Life, so I don't know if you guys commented on that or not. So, but I'm wondering if that was Morden Solus. Maybe not. But man, I love this. I'm gonna be processing this one tonight, thinking about this game a lot. I'll probably be thinking about the story in this game for, you know, a few days to a couple of weeks at least, and definitely gonna want to jump back into some more Half-Life lore. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for watching this Half-Life 2 series. It's been so cool to build this channel kind of around this game, really. I mean, most of you, I think, have been here for Half-Life 2. And so I do hope you guys will stick around. And hey, listen, I trust your opinion based on your fandom for Half-Life 2. It's now my fandom as well, so I trust your opinion. Let me know some other games that you recommend that I jump into. There's a poll actually over on the Patreon page right now that's open for everybody. You don't have to be a patron to vote on it, but it is really about what games we should play coming up next. And the last time I checked, the game that was in the lead was Halo. Because believe it or not, I've never really played the game Halo before. I've seen the multiplayer, I've played the multiplayer a few times, but as far as the main story and campaign, I really don't know what's going on in Halo. So I am planning on doing a blind playthrough of that, and like I said, we're going to be jumping into Black Mesa here pretty quickly. So guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for subscribing to this channel if you have. If you haven't, I would love it if you would subscribe if you enjoy these kinds of videos, and also drop a like on this as well. Click like if you enjoyed this video. Guys, wow, Half-Life 2, what a winner. 9.5 or 10? 10 if it had a sequel, 9.5 for sure by itself. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the ending, how much it's been driving you crazy, because some of you guys have been waiting 10 or 15 years for a sequel. And now I'm joining that community with you. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will talk to you very soon. And if you're here just for the Half-Life stuff, then I will see you in Black Mesa coming up. And if not, if you want to check out some other videos right now, we're also going through Fallout New Vegas and Dead Space and things like that on this channel. So, and like I said, we're getting ready to do some new titles as well. So anyway, so much stuff to play. Thank you guys for watching me play video games. Thanks for hanging out with me while I play video games, and I will talk to you later. But until then, take it easy.
Searching for greatness.